the Card Guys, and Josh, who got first place at our store championship, killed it today.
You already
Josh,
know.
what'd you kill it with?
You already know the boy, Hatchhyack, Hatchhyack. It's the man, the myth, the legend. One of the best. People call it control. I call it aggro, but with a curve.
I call it AIDS.
Bro.
All right, so tell us about your 5 rounds today, because you actually didn't lose. You got a tie, so you got 4 wins and a draw, which is insane to me because the amount of aggro that we've got. So go ahead and, if you remember, go over your rounds, man.
So round 1, I played against Baby, but it wasn't regular Baby. It was the Baby that came out from set 8. So it was like Take 2 Life. Look at the top 3 for a Machine Mutant, or not Machine Mutant, but like an Evil Injector or whatever. The deck is like pretty much like a poor man version of Gohan. So what it likes to do is if your opponent's leader, so me, goes to 0, he has triple attack on his leader. But the detriment of that deck is that the leader's at 10k on both sides. So it was pretty cake. All I had to do was just negate one of his battle cards because none of them were over 8, so he'd only attack once. And then his leader is just like, I can't attack more than once now, so.
Yeah, and watching you play that, it didn't look like it was too hard.
I was bored the entire time.
What was your hardest round all day?
Probably so I played against Shane from the Card Guys. You already know. That was probably the most skill-intensive matchup. It was against Gohan, of course, the most aggro fucking H deck in the game right now. But whatever. The difficult part about it is that I had never really let him get his triple strike off. He got it off once, and it was when he killed me game 2. I beat him game 1. So. So that was honestly the only time I got it. I was able to get hit with a triple strike. Before that, I used my blockers efficiently. I used my negates whenever I needed to, and I just made it so that it was super awkward for him to do the triple strike. So essentially, what he had to do is he would have to swing with his leader, run into one of my blockers and one of my negates, untap by paying one or 2 life, and then swinging again. So that means he doesn't get triple strike, triple attack. He only gets dual attack, triple strike. It's kind of, it's not worth for him.
Yeah, that deck poses problems for I think everybody. All right, man. Well, let's get into this deck profile. Let's see what this kind of spice you're running today.
Boy, spice.
If you can call Hatchhyack spice.
It's always spicy.
Sure.
It's always spicy.
Yeah. Spicy, like mayonnaise.
So, my scariest matchup ever in the world right now is going to be against Blue Green Good Stuff with Android 21. Danny from the Card Guys. He plays it and it scares me with ramp. So I play Dende in the main deck as a 1-of. I'm able to recur it with the Shenron 4-drop, but I also play later in the deck, and it's just totally worth. Next off, I play probably my second favorite card in the deck. 1-drop Goku, I can recur with Power Burst, too good, too strong. Blocker's annoying. I'm able to play it, and then it just draws me a card. I don't lose anything from hand, especially against hand control. It's mega good.
Yeah, and I don't see a lot of people playing that, a 1-drop blocker either, and it seems like it poses really well, especially when you have cards like Power Burst that get it back, right?
Oh, definitely. And the best part about it is that if they don't remove it, they're losing an attack. So Gohan, detriment. Any aggro like decks, like Boo or anything, they just lose an attack by running into it.
Yeah.
Especially if you can outplay them by baiting the triple strike, if they have to do it, so you just block.
Yeah.
Next in the line, one of the better cards in the deck, Kidku.
Hey.
Against hand control, this card is amazing. They swing. Okay, combo Android 18. Bottom deck a card. I'm like, cool. Bottom deck a ball. My turn, draw a card, Kidku effect, grab the ball back, didn't lose anything, they just wasted their time.
Hey, so go ahead and tell YouTube about who told you to play Kidku. I believe it was me and Mike, right? And you didn't like it at first? Something like you didn't see the value? Yeah.
Okay. In my defense, I wasn't with it. I wasn't with the vision, all right? They had the vision, I didn't have the vision. They had to show it to me by force. Cards mega value. Would never play less than 3, would never play more than 3. Once you see it more than twice, it kind of just becomes a dead charge.
Yeah, watching you play that card, especially when you can awaken a little quicker than some decks, and just going ball, looking your opponent dead in the eye as you add it back, is just, you're just sucking the soul out of people.
Every time, especially against hand control. Next, of course, Sparking Super Combo.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
standard, easy. Next, the most annoying card in the deck, Lychee.
Spice.
Spice.
Sure.
Spice.
So I see you play these cards incredibly well, especially in the aggro. Like, I don't know if it's other Hatchhyack players do this, but you have no problem just killing it and then using your whole turn to summon 3 of these things and looking your opponent in the eye and passing. And I don't know if every other Hatchhyack does that, but it seems to work really well for you.
I think it's all about using your resources wisely. Because there are some points, well, they'll attack with lead. I block it just because I'm scared of like a double strike or a crit or something.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, no combo. And I'm like, cool. I combo from my hand. That gives me another blocker that I don't have to use energy for in the next turn.
Yeah.
That's the key to that. This one's stamped. That's why I play 3. If not, I play 2. Next in the deck, best aggro card, Turles. I heard it's like 75, 80 bucks right now. I got it before everyone knew it was cool, so I'm cooler, right? If you guys get the joke, it's because I played cool beforehand. All right, so yeah, Turles. Play it by putting bottom decking 2 black battle cards. It's pretty clutch. Usually, I just use it to bait out like a type of extra card counterplay or like a Vegeta the Cool or something, and then I'll play another card that I really like. Next card, Deborah. This card pretty much makes it so Cell Xeno doesn't scare me at all. They'll play the Cell Xeno, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Counterplay. They take 3 cards from hand. I don't care. Their Cell Xeno no longer has dual attack or quad strike.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's what I lost to.
It was insane.
Big depressing losing to Xeno Cell.
But I play some special cards that are specifically for removal in the deck. So I never really dealt with the Cell because they never got to play it because I didn't let them. I play 2 of these because they kind of suck, but they come in clutch whenever I want to play the 8-drop/5 drop for 4.
Yeah.
Best card in the deck. 4
Really?
drop channel. Best card in the deck.
Even through all the counter plays that are out right now, you still found that card to be the best.
Best card in the deck. Want to know why? Because if I'm able to keep it on board for more than 1 turn, value.
That's fair.
Value. Insane value. There are points where I'll drop the 5-drop the turn afterwards, and I'll tap out because I don't care, because I'm value like that. I'll use this card's effect plus 5k crit, and then 30k crit dual attack on the leader, and they're like, they either have to negate it or they take it, and I'm like, I'm getting in there, boys. So it's too good. I get to untap 2, draw 1, or if not, if I play this card, or if it's already on the board and I don't tap out for it, I usually take the 1-drop blocker from earlier in the deck profile and play that out, and then draw another card.
Yeah.
So I draw 2, played 1. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Talk about value. Next, good one of. I usually charge it, but it's good in the early games when if I ever mill like my Demigra or I mill my 10-drop Fu. I feel like this card is always really good just because I'm able to get it back in the early turns. So like I'll just overwhelm, like waste my drop and get the Demigra back. So now not only does the opponent have in the back of their mind that I have the Demigra in my hand, but it took me nothing, and I got a double strike 20k unless they kill it with an extra card, counterplay, which is perfect. So that means I get to play this card next turn because it just wasted it.
Yeah.
Next, 3rd best card in the deck.
Yeah, I saw you do some pretty nasty things with this, especially with that 1-drop blocker. Just 1-drop blocking away, playing this guy out, looking your opponent dead in the eye as they have to lose next turn because they tried to go all in on you.
Yep. I think the coolest thing I've ever done with it was tap out for a big overwhelm, swing with it, get them to like nothing. They have no cards in hand, no battle cards. All they have is a leader, and I have no cards in hand, no battle cards. And then pass, overwhelm effect, removes it from the field, goes to the warp. This card's effect activates because it got removed by overwhelm, which is a skill, and I get to play it for free from hand. And then I'm like, ha, you can't kill me next turn. This card's, I've been waiting for this card since it got announced. Too good. Staple 2 of. In any black deck.
Yeah.
No matter what. Toa, Kid Ku, anything. It's a 2-drop blocker barrier revenge.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. This is my removal, my key removal. I get to recur it with any of the Ghost Warrior cards, and it lets me kill like SCR. Like I killed Shane from the card guys. I killed his SCR with this. No. It was my bad. My round 5. The Surge Piccolo that got second. Yeah, it was pretty cake. He used it, and then I was able to combo out of one of his attacks, double strike, triple attack crit, comboed out of one of them, negated the other, and then blocked the other one, and then he ended his turn, and he was like, and I just played this, and I removed it, and I'm like, value. When I don't need it, I just charge it or combo with it. When I do need it, the most clutchest thing in the world. Because I get to play something on my opponent's turn, negate, play the Xeno Goku that negates, and then on my turn, slam this card down. I got a 1-drop 25k double strike.
Nice.
And I get to recur my warp back to my drop, which gives me more resources to play with. This card is good, but usually I'll have another battle card on the board, so it's just like just in case, kind of like this card.
That's the only way this works.
I heard it's $75 right now, so I'm probably gonna sell it because I don't really care, man. I don't need it. I used to play 4, but I got too cloggy. Its ability to remove is so underrated. Ignores barrier, removes it. It's just clean. It's super clean. Unfortunately, there are some decks that are able to play around it, but you know, if this card sticks on the board for more than 2 turns, just like the Shenron, value. It's insane. It's too much pressure because your opponent won't be able to kill it. They have to attack over it and waste their cards in hand, or use specific energy for an extra card to kill it. It's super cool looking. And I get to extend my place, or if not, draw 2, untap 4, pass. Too good. This was probably my 4th favorite card in the deck. No one ever expects it, and it's a 1-drop double strike, draw 2, 25k. Insane. Against Gohan, I was the aggressor because I played this card as well as the Trunks Power Overseeing Time. Insane. Value, bro. It's Food Shredder and Mystery meta.
I mean, it doesn't need.
It needs no introduction. Best black SCR, cough. Black Smoke ain't shit, in my honest opinion. Black Smoke extends the game, or if not, is a win more card. This card closes games, and you can win even when you're at a losing position.
Yeah.
You can never just outright win with Black Smoke Dragon. You have to do Black Smoke Dragon something else. I can literally just play this on turn 6 and kill you.
Yeah.
Or if not, play this, kill one of your battle cards, take away your hand, and now you have nothing. It's insane. And if they negate it, it's whatever. 2 balls. The recur value on this with the 1-drop Kid Qs, 2 OP.
Yeah.
Love it. This is also one of my spicy removals. Too good.
Yeah.
My opponents never expected. It's a 1-drop warp anything that doesn't have barrier, including SCRs, including Bardock Apes. Hate those cards. Too good. This card isn't in here. My shiny Power Burst.
Yeah.
Too clean, and one of them's a level 2.
Power Burst, and especially since you play all the 1Ks, it's actually...
It's too clean. It's just... Card's too good. Card's too good. Next, Demonic Absorption.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So
what made you decide to put that in the main rather than leave it in the sideboard like a lot of people are doing?
Invoker scares me. So the way you beat Invoker in this deck, you Demonic Absorption their Vegeta. Now they don't have an Invoker on board, and it's warped. So they have to do one of two, or they can do a couple things, but in my head they have one of 2 things. They can either play another Vegeta, and that means they waste their turn 4 by doing that, which they don't really do anything turn 4. They don't do anything until turn 5. But if I'm able to remove it again on my turn 4 when they go to turn 5, or vice versa, It's insane because when they play their victory strike, which is the only way they're gonna beat you, because they're not gonna burn your Hatchhyack. They can't kill you through burn. You just block or negate everything.
Yeah.
When they victory strike you, you Deborah them. You Deborah on counter window 1 when they activate the main, because when Deborah is played on that action, it goes into pending, and you can't negate autos that are already in pending. So that's how Deborah and Champa works. Unlike the 10 drop Fu, 10 drop Fu says your opponent can't activate. This card says you can't negate. You know, it says negate, so it doesn't affect the Deborah.
Yeah.
That's why it's too clean. It affects Zeno too. So it's just too good. It's just too good. Let's go on to the sideboard now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
I'm definitely gonna put that in now. I didn't realize 14 cards.
Sorry. My bad. Just cut it out. Second Dende.
Not cutting anything.
Second Dende. Second Dende.
Yeah, you just feared the ramp, right?
I need it for the ramp. It scares me too much. 2 commies. Jiren. That deck's deadly. The way you beat it with any deck pretty much is you hit them with a double striker when they're at 5.
Yep.
That's how you beat them. And then that gives them 2 more turns.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 when they're at 4. This is for Cooler. Unlike Janemba, Cooler can't mill you consistently, but they can mill you hard. So if you have a bunch of blockers, or like the counterplay, play the Goku, negate the attack. You mill 3 with the Frieza for every battle card that they neg, so it really hurts.
Yeah.
So you just play that. One of Crisis Crusher.
Okay.
1 drop, Self Awaken suck, and they also crit, so I didn't like that, so I played this.
That's fair.
If I had a choice, I'd play a second one on my sideboard, but I couldn't find one, so I have a 14 card sideboard. One of Toa, because I found it, and it's really good against Cell Xeno too.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Kakarot card that you play, except it's counterplay.
Yeah, it's Kakarot, but it's interactive.
It made him just to stick it.
The one that.
Oh, what do you mean?
But I'm not from.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I was mad at this, but I couldn't even.
That's a pretty good card.
This card's pretty cool. It's good against the mirror match. It's good against Boo.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
If anything, it's a 1 for 15k.
Yeah.
That's really good. 3rd Demonic Absorption because Invoker scares me. 3rd Deborah because Deborah's too good. Petrification.
Now that card is good.
This card is insane. This is what I use against the Surge Piccolo. If they ever at any point swing with their 7-drop Zamasu, after they played it with the 3-drop Goku Black, when they use the 7-drop Zamasu to swing at you, 25k double strike, you negate it with Petrification, you drop a ball, and then you negate all the effects of the 3-drop Goku Black. So that means they can't combo with it, it can't attack, and it can't activate its effects.
Yeah.
So that means if they have any energy up after they attack with that Zamasu,
They can't play another
they can't
one.
use another one.
Yeah.
So it just stalls it out a little bit. It's too good. It's good against Invoker too for the Vegeta. They swing with lead. They get all greedy and stuff. Use this on the Vegeta, and then when they play whatever other card that's coming up next, I use the Bora, and then they can't do anything because they don't have Invoker out.
Another
third one?
Trunks? Yeah.
Trunks
or
is
Gohan?
yeah, it's just. I felt like there were points in the game where like my opponent would take a lot of my battle cards away to try and kill me. This card's really good. Just comes in clutch. A 3rd one. If I want to see more, I want to see more, of course. So
So is that it?
yeah, that's the deck profile.
Sweet, man. Well, thanks for doing the deck profile, and congratulations on getting first. Undefeated, 1 draw.
Against Shane.
Going crazy.
It's lit out here.
All right, man. Any last words? You want to give any shout outs?
Of course. First of all, I'd like to thank my buddy Orion and Tino. These are the guys that told me to play Hatchhyack. I was on the fence between
Those pieces of shit.
I was on the fence between Surge Piccolo and Cooler because I played Cooler over at the Card Guys earlier this month, and it's just because that was the first time I played Cooler ever. I made the deck like 2 seconds before the tournament,
Yeah.
so I learned my lesson with the meta, but My buddy was able to convince me that Hatchhyack is a pretty good spot in the meta. It got a lot of new toys to play with on set 9, so it's able to control. If anything, it's able to control the board even better.
Yeah.
And then your opponent can't aggro you, so that's pretty cool too. I appreciate it, buddy. And then I'd like to give a shout out, big shout out to my team, Team Checkmate.
Hey.
My men, those guys are right now tearing it up at PPG in Miami. You guys better freaking win. All right, I got us up here in the Panhandle. You guys got to get it down low, okay? Again, thank you, Card Guys, for putting this on YouTube.
Hey, that's us.
Of course. I love you guys. You guys are all cool. Kyle, Nam, Danny, Shane, you guys are all great.
Yeah, fuck the rest of them.
Yeah, those guys suck. I'm sure. So yeah, that's
All right, man.
Hatchhyack.
Well, have a great night. Thanks.